And welcome to today's stream. There we are. This is gonna be exciting. I'm really excited about this flight we are gonna do today, because today we are gonna cross Alps with a piston engine plane. Of course, we are talking about a really good piston engine plane. We are talking about the Cirrus SR22. This one is the, I don't know if it's called Tango version, but it's like the turbocharged, I guess, version. So we can go pretty high with this plane here. Very, very interesting plane in real life. Very well done plane in the sim. So it's long time I don't fly actually this plane. Long time. I can check. So I'm quite curious. I don't even know if it was before or after. Wow. It's the 2nd of July 2024. So yeah, I never flew this plane in why is not showing it? Oh wow, I have the wrong. Oh, I typed it wrong, I guess. No, it's correct. Hotel November Juliet Tango Golf. What? Okay, never mind. Hotel November Juliet Golf. What? Ah, yeah, that's why. Okay, wait a second. I'm gonna restart everything because yeah, we have a wrong call sign. But yeah, I was saying is the first. I never flew this plane in 2024. That's quite interesting because perhaps I flew it the very first days without using Volanta. I was flying without Volanta initially to try sampling. I'm quite surprised because this one is a really good default plane. Okay, there is a Tango. That shouldn't be there. All right. And yeah, basically, I guess it was working title, but this plane was like kind of normal, let's say. Nothing crazy in the sim until 2024, until middle 2024. There was a huge update of the plane. They implement so many stuff. Basically, now it's, I mean, in 2020 was a really good one. Really good flight model, really good system overall. Avionics is G1000, so nothing crazy new, of course. But yeah, pretty interesting one. Let me see if I file the flight plan. Yeah. Okay, we're back. Pretty interesting one. And is only for the standard, for the premium deluxe version of the sim. But yeah, if you have it, use it. I mean, it's an incredibly good one for being default. At least it was in 2020. Let's see today. Okay, I guess we are. Oh, we have chokes as well. Okay, let's jump in. Should we do it like this? Yeah. There we are. So it's a G1000. No, I never flew it in 2024. Wow, that's quite surprising for me. Yeah, all lost in big planes that I completely forgot to fly this. But yeah, whatever. We're gonna fly today. We're gonna cross Alps. We're gonna do a flight from Trento, where we are. Wait, this is fine. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm set up in some view. And this is the flight, basically. So we're gonna take off from Trento Airport, which is in northern Italy. Follow this valley here, which I guess here is still the Adige Valley. I don't know, but whatever. We're gonna overfly Bolzano Airport, and then we're gonna overfly Innsbruck, and then we're gonna end up being here. This is Munich, so it's basically an airport close to Munich. It's even closer than the international airport. So I don't know if it's used for general aviation, this one here, but whatever. We're gonna land there. It's gonna be a very interesting flight. We're gonna cross Alps with a piston engine plane. And yeah, that's exciting for me. Pretty excited. Okay, look at this stuff here. This is all simulated. You can press every single keys. For example, in the let's say initial version of the plane, this wasn't working at all. But now after this update that happened, yeah, last year basically, well, a year and a half ago, all this stuff is functioning. It's definitely really cool. Okay, so I need some checklist for sure. Let me import the flight plan on Navigraph, because we need to load the plane. I guess we can import the flight plan using the avionics in this one here. DG1000 should have that function. I'm pretty sure about that, so we don't need this actually. Let's go here, and we are carrying 3 passenger. Okay, actually payload is 300 kilos, cargo 75 kilos. Wow, that's a lot of cargo. Okay, 220 kilos here and 75 here. 75. Okay. Alright. Is our CG good? I don't think it's gonna be good. I mean, we are missing fuel, of course, but yeah, doesn't look that promising. Okay, no, it's fine now. Alright, so this is gonna be our weight and balance. And I would say let's start preparing the plane. We don't have any ATC at the moment. We are relying on VATSIM, of course. Let me bring up some checklist. There we go. Alright. Okay. Battery issue on. Battery 1 on. We should be hearing some cooling fans, which I don't for the moment. Okay, let me see some views here. Alright. Okay. Yeah, I would say we can start up engine immediately actually. Yeah, of course we don't have any way to... oh wow. Is this working or not? How it was to navigate this in this Cirrus here, because in the Vision Jet you can't actually navigate them. I guess it's with this stuff. Yeah. Okay, can I... Alright, yeah, here it's working actually. This is all done. Alright. Yeah. Next checklist. So external power is not there. Brakes are... Well, we can use those checklists actually, but... Yeah, a couple of them. Wow. Okay. I think it's a little bit different from the 2020 version. Okay, battery master switch are both on. Strobe lights, we're gonna start up engine. We don't have, okay, nav and strobe actually. We don't have a beacon. Yeah, the Cirrus planes doesn't have beacon. Look at this. That's quite strange to me. So strobe lights is on. Mixer is full reach. Yeah. Enter. Propeller lever full forward. Sorry, power lever full forward. Ah, yeah, maybe for fuel pump. Okay, fuel pump boost. Fuel pump boost. This is this one. I don't remember where is the fuel pump. To be honest. This is pump backup. Navigation lights. Yeah, as I told you, it's a long time I don't fly the Cirrus. Vision. Ah, yeah, it's right here, of course. Okay, we should see some fuel pressure, which I don't know where to check, honestly. Yeah, I guess it's this. Let me see if does it change. Yeah, it does change. Fantastic. We can reduce power. Okay. Also the fuel flow changed. So fuel pump is on. This is on. Power lever is correct, and ignition. All right. Now where was the ignition? I guess it just yeah, it's just here. Let's go. Okay, it's super quiet, the same volume. Wait a sec. Let me increase a little bit because it's super quiet. Okay, so good engine start. Yeah, I'm checking also my checklist that I have here. It's basically identical. Okay, ignition switch is on start and it's fine. Mixture lean until RPM rise to maximum volume. Okay. RPM, we can lower a bit. Around 1000 RPM. A little bit more. Okay, it's fine like this. A little less. Little more. Okay, it's fine like this. So 1000 and let's see if when it's stabilized. 1074. Now we can lean until we have the peak. Oh wow. Yeah, it's a little bit high, the Trento airport, but it's quite a huge difference. Okay, let's remove a little bit of throttle. Okay, there we go. Yeah, maintaining 1000 RPM. So that's done. This is okay. Okay, yeah. Alternator. Yeah. I was forgot how that's called. Avionics on. 1228. So we are producing electricity for our battery. 1228, not 1218. 1228 set. Let me see if we have any kind of control. No. 1228 set. Okay. External power is not present. This is fine, I mean. Okay. Before taxi checklist, we have many stuff to do before it. Exit. Okay, north up is fine. So this is a little bit different, honestly, because in the classical G1000 we have this same stuff, or at least this stuff here. So the range of this map. Oh yeah, of course, it's right here. Oh my god, what am I talking about? Yeah, that's fine. It's right here. Do we have any wind option active? No, option 2. Yeah, it reset everything. That's quite annoying, to be honest. But whatever. It's gonna be a IFR flight, so 2000 on the transponder. I'm gonna turn it on as well. Is it traffic showing here? Wow, it's a little bit out of... Yeah, I guess it's showing, but yeah, it's a little bit cut, this screen. Okay, so flight plan. I have to remember how to import one. It was like, yeah, I guess we have to close this and use this. Okay, yeah, flight plan here. Then, no, it wasn't like that. Do we have passenger? No. Okay, so flight plan. Okay, flight plan catalog. Yeah, and now we should find our flight plan right there. It's gonna take some time. In the meantime, let's view so I can show you my iPad to give a check also from Navigraph. Alright, that's correct. Let's select the first one. Activate here. Yes, we want. And it's gonna import everything. That's perfect. That's actually perfect. So we have the... Okay, this is wrong actually. We have to import... I thought it was importing automatically the departure and arrival, but apparently it's not. So let me go back to flight plan here. Can I navigate it? Yeah, we do have the arrival, but for some reason we don't have the departure. At least I think so, because the departure is... Okay, let me show you this. Because it's faster. So basically what I was saying is that we don't, as you can see here, this is quite strange because according to Navigraph there are no departure available, but actually indeed it's not showing me this. But if I open chart, I go to standard, initial departure, there are actually, as you can see here. So this will be our departure. We should go basically 16 miles out of Trento VOR and be above 9,500 feet, and then turn inbound to Bolzano VOR on the radial 225. Actually it's an outbound, I guess. Yeah, 4045. Okay. And yeah, above 125. So the point is that I don't know if we can import this stuff on our G1000. Let's give a check here. If we can't, we're gonna do it manually. It's pretty easy. So we're gonna do a VOR departure manually. So departure, select. Yeah, as you can see, it's showing no departure available. This is not true, but whatever. So we don't have a GPS track, let's say, but we do have a VOR information. I mean, we have a VOR departure procedure. We're gonna use it right now, of course. And well, too much details here. Yeah, I don't remember. Okay, detail 1. Okay, detail like this is fine. So we will departure. That's interesting. I guess it's the very first time in live. It's for sure in YouTube. So that's interesting. We're gonna do a VOR departure. So let's see what we should do again. Let's do a briefing here. So we should take off, and then, as you can see here, we have this radial outbound 353. Actually, we have to intercept it. So initially, we're gonna just keep the heading 358, which is the same heading of the runway, I suppose. Yeah. So take off, maintaining the heading 358 until we intercept the radial 353 of the Trento VOR 115.35. And when we are 16 miles DME out of the VOR, we have to be above 9,500 feet. We have this constraint here, and we have to switch to the Bolzano VOR inbound 050 degrees. Sorry, 045 degrees inbound the Bolzano VOR. And we have to be at Bolzano VOR above flight level 125. This is gonna be interesting. Again, we have a piston engine. I mean, the Cirrus SR22 is an incredible plane, but still, it's gonna be interesting to see if we are able to clear our constraint properly. So, VOR is Trento VOR is 115. 35. 11535. Active. Okay. What I want to do is also have some. I mean, I was doing this stuff with the TBM early period of 2020. I remember it, doing VOR approach with the TBM. So the system is quite similar. What I want to have is both. I mean, actually, I'm gonna just have beating true or active. That's gonna indicate to me if we are basically receiving the VOR, which I'm gonna set in the secondary VOR system, and the direction of the signal basically. So I click here. Okay. So let's set up here Bolzano VOR 117.505. 11705, and also activate it. Probably we are receiving already. Maybe not. I don't know if it should be green to indicate that we are receiving it, but whatever. Or it's just this stuff here. No, it's just this stuff here. Okay, we are receiving it. But anyway, we don't care because for now it's fine. But in the standby here, I'm gonna set up also the Bolzano VR, so we are ready to switch when we are 16 miles out of Trento VR. So it's 11705. Okay, that's cool. Also to show a VR departure. Okay, so we have an heading. Heading is 358, and we have a radial to set up. It's 353. Oh, it's not this, sorry. Oh, wow, wait a sec. How do I set up radials here? That's an interesting question. Because usually it's a knob here, but I guess we have something. Oh, okay, course. It's right there. Oh, wow, that's cool. You can change your. Let me see. Okay, that. Ah, wow, this is for com. Ah, wow, I can use it for. Yeah, for change comms. That's cool. Let's go course. So course is gonna be we're gonna be 353 setup. So we have everything. We have our initial heading, the radial we have to intercept. We have in the standby the next VOR we need to catch. So we are good to go. Flight plan is done. We just need an initial climb. Do we have something here? No, we don't. So initial climb is gonna be around. We can climb directly 10,000 feet, honestly. Okay, 10,000 feet. We're gonna, of course, use oxygen today, assuming that is in the simulation, let's say, of course, because yeah, we're gonna cruise flight level 140, which is way higher than being without oxygen, basically. We don't have a meter around here. This is quite strange to be. What? Why is that poor? I mean, we do have a meter. Ah, no, we don't. Ah, well, it's quite close anyway. Okay, Bolzano QNH is 1001. This one is 1019er. Wow. Yeah, but I'm gonna trust Bolzano view. I mean, of course. Let me see. So the altitude is 600 feet. I guess 1011 is completely fine. Yes, indeed. Okay. So let's do a little briefing on the plane. I don't remember the climb power setting. So let me just give a check to it before we go, because then we'll be late. Okay. Climb and flap speed. Yeah, yesterday we have some problem with the twin otter and flaps. So best rate of climb, flaps up. VY is 103 knots. Recommended normal climb is 120 knots. Okay. Flap speed are 150 knots for flaps 50% and 110 knots flaps full. That's fine. Climb, cruise climb. So we are gonna have 30.5 manifold pressure and yeah, of course, mixture lane. That's it. Of course, we don't have to deal with the prop. This is automatic in this plane. And speed 120 knots. Okay, that's fine. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do some checklist. Checklist here. Flaps for takeoff. Flaps for takeoff. That's interesting. Should we use flaps? Okay, short field. Okay. Normal takeoff. I don't even know if usually they take off with flaps or not. I'm gonna use flaps 50%. Okay, let's go. Oh, I love that it's a different sound from the default one we have. So, flaps set. Radio avionics is checked. Cabin heat defrost is fine. Fuel switch, yeah, we have to manually switch between one tank and the other. We're gonna keep the right tank for the left tank for now. Enter. Okay. Okay, this is all fine. Okay, let's go. So we have to go to the right here. Wow, it really wants to taxi actually. Wait a sec. I don't know where I have to go. Can we take that? Wait a second. Yeah, we should have done a briefing of the... No. But I think we can take off from here. Wow, it taxis so fast. Okay, parking brake set. Okay, doors are closed. This is fine. This is fine. Air condition. Air condition. I don't even know if it's sim. I can't hear any fan noise, to be honest. So I don't think it's really simulated. Fuel quantities check, of course. Fuel selector is fine. Fuel boost pump, I think it's still on. Yeah, it's still on. Mixture fully rich. Okay. Flap set. Transponder is set. Autopilot is okay. All the navigation, we briefed everything there. We have to do a run up. Shall we? Wow, power level 170. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we can do the run up. It's gonna take a little bit of time, but I don't think in this plane we have any failure, to be honest. Let me see. So yeah, oh, it's basically identical. So power 1700 RPM. Okay. A little more. Okay. Okay, it's fine like this. So no alternator caution. Yeah. Pitot 8, we should see some increase of load here. Pitot 8 on. No, I guess we should see in the... I don't even know if that's simulated, to be honest. But whatever, I mean. Landing lights, we're gonna keep the landing lights on, of course. I mean, let's assume that we did everything, I mean. Pitot 8, yeah, let's turn it on. Okay, let's test the magnetos at least. Now, landing light, navigation light are on. Magnetos. Okay. Okay, here we have a drop. Buff. Back on. Back up. Right. We have a drop. And back to buff. Okay, magneton checked. Oh, I can press this, okay. Okay, engine parameter is fine. But again, this plane doesn't have any failures, so it's not that deep, the simulation. Unless you have some failure active on MSFS, but I don't, because sometimes it's completely bugged, so I just use failure in planes that have the custom failure. Trim setting, that's interesting, to be honest, even because I don't remember where the trim is at all in this plane. Wow, it's just electrical. Yeah, look at this, this is quite cool. Do we have any trim indication, or I don't remember. I don't see any trim knob, because here down up, okay, this is electric. Ah, wow, trim. Okay. Ah, wow, look at this, that's cool. Yeah, of course, because in plane, when you use trim, your flight control are gonna move, as you can see here. This is so realistic. So I guess that here you just have yeah, electrical trim. But anyway, takeoff set. That's so cool. Okay. So trim is set. check. Autopilot is disconnected. All this stuff is fine. Cabinet, I don't think it's simulated. Flaps. Normal takeoff. Okay. Rotate at 78, 80. Wow, look at those checklists, how well done are. Okay, 90 knots, flaps up. Fuel boost bar should be left on during takeoff and climb as required for vapors. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna assume that it is done. And then, okay, short field takeoff, we can... Well, let me do this, but... Yeah, we don't really need full power climb. That's gonna be the next one. Okay. So, landing lights. And this is all on. Let's check if we have any control. No, we don't. Again, we're gonna maintain heading until we intercept the radial 353 on the Trento VR, and then we're gonna follow it until 16 DMEs, hopefully being above 9,500 feet, and then we're gonna intercept another radial from the Bolzano VR. I remind you, we are crossing Alps with a piston engine plane. We are departing from Trento. We are gonna go close to Munich, and let's go. Okay. So after takeoff, we have to reduce 30.5 the manifold pressure, right? Yeah. Okay, let's go. Full power, brake release. Speed alive. Okay, basically rotate by itself. Anyway, we don't have a gear. Trim down a little bit. Look at this. Trento departure. Okay, trim down. Let's gain some speed. 90 knots. Flaps up. Okay. So our climb speed is gonna be... Okay, let's try to follow some heading here. This is quite offset, by the way. Trim down still. Okay. So I want to turn on a fly director. Fly director on. Okay, let's try to set up some autopilot, reducing power. Climb power set. Oh wow, look at that. That's the first time I saw it. Wow. This is new on the G1. I mean, it's the first time I fly the G1000 after the sim update 3. That's a feature that is in the real life G1000, but whatever. Let's focus 1 second. Fly level change is gonna be 120 knots, and we want heading select. Okay, our autopilot is set up. We are about to intercept. Okay, the radial is active. Autopilot on. Climbing, climb power is set. Nav. Okay, it's intercepting like this. I don't really like it. I prefer when you maintain the heading and then it's going to intercept, but whatever. Okay, now it's going to turn. Oh, hello. If you have any question, of course, feel free to ask. I remind you we are flying the SR22 turbocharged Cirrus. It's a default plane, really, really cool one. I really suggest you to give it a try. Really good takeoff indeed here as well. Today, look how close we are to this stuff. And let's go to climb. Okay, so we have to do some checklists immediately. Oxygen not required. Power level full forward. No, power level is not full forward actually, because yeah, we're climbing cruise power. Sorry, cruise climb. Airspeed is correct. Fuel pump stay on. And what do we have next? Yeah, cruise climb. We are doing this one. So it's 3.5 on the manifold. We are 3.7. Sorry, 30.7, but it's fine. Mixture, we should lean it. Let's go. Okay. See, okay, it's 320 now. Okay, stays identical. Okay, I guess we have a limb page here, right? No, okay. Do we have AGT? Yeah, AGT, we should have AGT, of course. Okay, it's around 1,400 now. Okay, there is the drop. Okay, looks like it's around here. Okay. Let's go back. Oh, what is this? Okay. I don't know. I want to go back here. No, undo. No. No. Close this stuff. No. Okay, yeah. Let's go back here. Let's get out of here because I'm doing disasters. Okay. Alright, we are fine. We're good. Climb power. Yeah, we're gonna have some cloud actually. Look at this mountain in front of us immediately. Wow, that's kind of scary to be honest. Wait a sec, we have to monitor. Okay, we are just in 10 miles. Wow, this departure is kind of scary to be honest. I mean, look at that. Wow. Standard pressure. Yeah, this stuff here is not really useful as always, unfortunately. So let me sync the heading now. Heading sync. And yeah, again, as soon as we got 16 miles out of Trento VR, we should turn right to intercept the Bolzano VR radial 225. Sorry, radial 045. It's an inbound. Yeah, wow, it's quite scary, I have to say, the weather. It's VFR condition in both departure and arrival, but I saw that we're gonna have some clouds in the cruise. That's gonna be really interesting. 9 degrees outside for now. Alright. Yeah, basically we can just switch to GPS and go direct to Oscar Zulu Echo as soon as we got 16 miles out. But yeah, we're gonna do it old school. We're gonna use the VOR today. Wow, look at this. So we have IFR traffic, of course, today, but very slow one. And this is us. We're going to go in Oberpfaffenhofen. No idea how to pronounce it. So fuel pump, I guess should stay on during all climb. Checklist. Let's go back to checklist. Okay, mixture is done. Fuel pump, as you can see, stay boost. Oxygen will be required above 12,000 feet. Is this arm? Yes, it is. Yeah, I don't know if oxygen is actually simulated. I don't think so. I don't think so, to be honest. I don't even know where it is. Maybe it's above. Oh, we have the parachute here on top of that. Of course, this classical Cirrus. Is this? Yeah. Okay. I never tried a parachute in 2024. Let's continue climb. We're not gonna stop here at all. Continue climb. Let's go directly to flight 11140 now. There's no need to wait. Oh my god, if I can set. There we go. So let's keep the oxygen in the checklist here. This is fine. And it's gonna be cruise. Okay. Out of clouds. I completely forgot my procedure. That's nice. So I didn't select immediately. Let's turn here. We basically have to be inbound of the Bolzano VR. So let's try to do it now. Okay. I need to switch the VR frequency. That's fine. And I need to set up the proper cruise. Sorry, proper cruise course. Not course. Like this. No. Okay, let's have an inbound one. Yeah, we overshoot a little bit, yeah, but that's on me. And back to nav. Okay. Close this. We're gonna wait for cruise now. And as you can see, now we are inbound Oscar Zulu Echo. There is also traffic here. Pretty cool. Which is this one here. Okay, just departed. Oops. Yeah, this stuff I guess is new. And this is something that you can see if you check online videos of the G1000 planes. But yeah, I never saw it. Okay, we have to check also cruise power. So cruise performance. Okay. No, we don't want cruise performance. No, maybe yeah, we do want cruise performance. Yeah, because wow, I don't have any indication of the manifold. Okay, power 85%. Now we are 89%. So power 85%. I have performance for 85 and 55. We are gonna cruise 85% of power. It's fine. I mean, we can be in the middle of it. I mean, between them, of course. At this point, since we are quite close to Oscar Zulu Echo VOR, I'm gonna do this. So flight plan. Direct. Enter, activate, yes. And switch the CDI into GPS and go back to nav. There we go. So now we switch to the GPS. As you can see, this nice square here, it's our path and it's realistic. I mean, the G1000, you have this stuff also in the real one. Level off almost. So we're gonna reduce power 85%. We're gonna lean it again. Landing lights should be off since a while, but let's do it now. Maybe it's here, the oxygen. No. Would be cool to find it. There are some I mean, in the Kodiak, for example, it's simulated. So you have the actually you have the oxygen dropping in the middle of your flight. So level off. Power 85%. Ooh, that was fast. 85%. It's gonna be a very fast cruise. I mean, this plane can really cruise very fast. I mean, okay, let's reduce a little bit. Okay, 84% is completely fine. Checklist here. Oxygen. Yeah, we should have oxygen, but I can't find it. But it's not a problem, of course, since it's a sim. Fuel pump. The fuel pump must be boosted during maneuvering flight. Okay, it's not the case, so fuel pump off. Mixture adjust. Yeah, we have to adjust the mixture. Let's do it immediately. So engine. Let's see if there is a difference. Ah, well, we have the oxygen here actually. Look at this. Let me see. Okay, there is a drop. Okay, it's gonna stay around here. That's fine. Yeah, that's cool. We have the oxygen here, but I don't know how to trigger it, if it's even possible to trigger it actually. Well, yeah, I don't know. Probably yeah. Let's see on the top here. I don't know. Whatever, it's not a problem, of course. Look at this. This is so cool. Again, I remind you, we are flying the Cirrus jet. We are going from Trento to Munich, not international Munich airport. We are gonna go in a smaller one in the southeast of the city. Sorry, southwest of the city. Actually, we are over Bolzano Airport right now, as you can see here. There we have Bolzano Airport. Oh, I love the sound in external view. So now we are basically heading toward Innsbruck. Okay, let's go back here. I didn't sync. Oh, that's quite cool. We are heading toward Innsbruck. And yeah, it's not gonna be a long flight. It's not gonna be long. Okay. Funny guys on Vatsim. I had the volume so high. What the fuck? Okay, never mind. So this is our cruise altitude. We're gonna be right over the radar minimum, as you can see, at 12,400. We are flight level 140. That also means we are gonna be quite close to the terrain. Look at this terrain we are gonna expect to have pretty soon, very close to us. But all looking good. We are done with the checklist. The next one will be descent. Yeah, I'm wondering if, because yeah, as you saw before, we don't have any kind of vertical path on this square here. I'm wondering if, since after we're gonna have a proper procedure and an approach. I'm quite curious to see if it's, if we will have, this stuff should be also used as a vertical path when you are descending or also climbing. Usually, I think so at least, but yeah, I'm quite sure. What's happening here now? Okay, just imagine. By the way, can we go direct somewhere here? Okay, let me see. Yeah, we can go direct to Sotov to cross the Italian border. So, flight plan again. Flight plan. Sotov. Yeah, we have a vertical path, as you can see here, so it's gonna be interesting to see if it does actually affect this. I think so. And soon we're gonna have to schedule some arrival stuff. Yeah, again, this is not gonna take too long to do. Range, let me reduce a little bit. Yeah, the top of the sun is already there, right over Innsbruck. So yeah, let's wait to cross the border and then we're gonna check the procedure. This is Merano, by the way, and this valley basically, if you're driving here, you are going to Austria from Italy. As you can see, it's this valley here. We are already pretty close to the border, actually. So 2 days to flight in low altitude. Low altitude is, let's say, low IFR. This is one of the type of flight that I really love. Slow plane, IFR, no worries. VFR flights are so complex to do in area that you don't know, especially some areas. So you just fly IFR going around. This is the classical type of speed I would like to do a war tour. I'm actually doing a war tour with a Kodiak. It's a long time I don't fly it nowadays, but we will come back to the Kodiak in the future. So this is a lovely type of aviation because you are that low to peaks. Look at those in front of us, indeed. Are we gonna clear them? Yeah, we should have. We should be able. Let's see. Yeah, 8,000. They are way lower than what they seem. Let's say it. Not that confident about it, but wow, that's gonna be cool. Cool cross. What's happening in the frequency? So I don't think we're gonna have any traffic to our destination. Indeed. There is no control at all today, just on top of that. Wow. That's really amazing. Flying like this over Alps. Really amazing, there is some weather in front of us, by the way. Destination should be VFR. Yeah, still VFR. We have overcast. Okay, we have broken 5,500. Overcast 7,400. Wind at 12 knots. Interesting. Wow, that's really cool. Really cool. I'm gonna let you with this view. I'm gonna check some arrival in the meantime, then I'm gonna show you. Okay. Nice, we have an ILS. Wow, we're gonna overfly Munich completely. That's gonna be a really interesting approach. This is a very cool flight. Apart from people getting crazy on frequency. This is a very interesting flight. I really suggest you to do it. Trento. I mean, you can depart from Verona if you want to do a real cross because it's lowlands. But I have this plane set up in Trento, so yeah, why not? Trento to this airport here, which I can't pronounce, but Echo Delta Mike Oscar. Especially if you're landing running 22, which I guess is the more active because it's the one that have the ILS. We're gonna overfly completely the city of Munich to be online on final and land. So that's gonna be very cool. Wow. And also check the cruise, I mean. We're close to Innsbruck, by the way. So let me import the procedure. So we already have the arrival. If I'm not wrong, I shouldn't be. Yeah, Obica. So let me just import the ILS22, yeah, transition Obica, and then I'm gonna show you, but let me just import to have some. Wow. To have some top of descent reference. Okay, barometric, that's gonna be interesting because it's 1000, it's 2000 and 90. Okay, it's not gonna take too long, but let me keep this view in the meantime so you can see outside a little bit. Again, if you have any question, feel free to ask. Okay, 2090. I remind you we are flying to Munich from Trento with a Cirrus SR22 Tango. I mean, not 22 Tango, it's the turbocharged version, so it's more powerful. I mean, it's not more... yeah, probably it's also more powerful, but yeah, a turbocharged engine, I mean, piston engine plane means that basically it can fly higher. I mean, the performance are better. Wow. Why our power is 72? Did I touch it? Yeah, I guess I touched it. Ah, no, it was the lean. Ah, wow, that's interesting. Oh, look at the AGT now. Oh, no, reduce. So I have a question now. Should we lean before setting up the cruise power? Yeah, that's interesting. Because before I set the 85% of cruise power, cruise power, mixture and speed. Yeah, in my checklist it's not really helpful because it's just cruise power, mixture and speed set. Yeah, thank you very much. But okay, let's maintain 70%. It's completely fine. Also because we're gonna stress our engine otherwise, so yeah, that's fine. So we complete all this stuff, by the way. No, icing condition. Okay, we don't care about this stuff, to be honest. No. Checklist. Cruise, descent. Yeah. Okay. Let me exit here. Okay, this... Did I import it? Oh, I don't remember. Okay, load. Yeah. Enter. Yeah. Okay. So now our top of descent should be a little bit different. No. Not at all. But yeah, look at this. Why are they going to Venice? This is classical Venice. No, really not. Okay. Who cares? Look at this. Wow. Oh my god. Wow. This is very, very beautiful aviation. Look at this, I mean. Yeah, why you should fly a liner jet at being at 35,000 feet over Alps when you can have a Cirrus jet and being so close to Alps, enjoying it. Doing your procedure anyway. I'm joking, of course. I love liner aviation, but come on, this is great. Look at this. This is so great. This is incredible. Look at this very interesting stuff, cloud stuff that we have in front of us. Okay, we're getting some turbulence, by the way. Yeah, as you can see, the speed dropping because we something is keeping pushing back down. Okay, now it's pushing back up, so we're gonna gain some speed, but yeah, we have some turbulence, long story short. Yeah, that was really cool. This area, oh wow, we have more seats. Okay, let me set up some views. Wow, we have, oh no, wait, no, my bad. Let's go. Wow, that's cool. That's a cool view. Imagine having a GoPro here in real life. Like, yeah, you will not really see anything, but yeah. Wow, that's super cool. Super cool. What I want to check is the initial descent. But yeah, I don't need to show you. 6,000 feet. Wow. Yeah, we have to be aware because this peak here, yeah, it doesn't look that promising. So yeah, we really have to be aware on what we do here. Because I don't want to be at 6,000 feet at Ninur. I want to be, which is apparently what the VNAV is scheduling to do. Yeah, I want to be above 6,000 feet. Yeah, we really have to be aware of the terrain because, okay, we have this stuff, of course. I mean the synoptic view, whatever it's called, which is really helpful in this kind of weather situation. But yeah, I mean, why to risk? How we're doing with the ground speed? Wow, 180 knots almost. So we should have Innsbruck now, but I guess it's gonna be completely cloudy. Yeah, it's right. This is Innsbruck Valley. It's barely visible, but it's right there. But it's gonna be completely cloudy. Look at this cloud formation we're gonna have in front of us now. And I remind you, we're gonna have a very interesting approach, overfly completely the city of Munich. Fuel imbalance, yeah, of course we have fuel imbalance. I completely forgot that we have to manually switch the fuel tank here. So fuel boost pump on, switch and back off. Okay, yeah, look at the imbalance here. But whatever, we're gonna cruise a little bit like this and balance it. So we're gonna overfly the city of Munich. I'm gonna show you the procedure soon as we got into this cloud here. So we will have nothing more to see. Oh, we are getting ice. Look at this. Icing. Okay, anti-ice. Anti-ice on. Oh, wait a sec. Anti-ice on. Okay. So in this plane is like a liquid. For what I learned, we have kind of a liquid that is basically what it's doing. Yeah, we have anti-ice liquid, so we don't have any kind of heater or boots, it's called. Yeah, the stuff that inflates. And defrost. Yeah, the problem is that this stuff here is not simulated at all, I think. Yeah, this is not working. So, okay, let's keep... Oh, wow. Okay, we have anti-ice on anyway. Let's give a check to windshield. Okay, nothing happened. Interesting. But whatever. Let's keep it like this for now. Wow, look at the turbulence. That's cool. We are into a cloud, that's completely normal. Okay, let me show you the procedure very briefly. So this is the arrival. We're gonna get to Obika, sorry, 5,000 feet, and then we're gonna do this nice turn over the city of Munich. Look at this. This is Munich city. We're gonna be right over it, pretty low. It's gonna be quite cool. I already set up everything, so yeah, interception 4,000, go around 5,000. I'm not gonna spend too much time here because it's very interesting what we are doing today in the sim. Look at this icy condition. Anti-ice is on. I'm gonna set up. Can I have more of this windshield? Come on. Wow, look at the turbulence. Wow, 30. Ooh, look at this. Well, I guess we are in a bad cloud. Oh my god. Oh my god, we're getting kicked badly. Is it a storm or what? No. Oh my god, look at this. Look at the plane. Okay, I'm not gonna do anything for now. We are quite far from the terrain, but wow, that was an extremely strong turbulence. And that's what we got when you enter a bad cloud like we just did. But yeah, we are in a sim, whatever, we don't care. Plane struggling to recover the path and the altitude as well. Let's just check this stall. Wow, that was so strong, I mean. Oh my god. That reminds me, I was long time, I mean, so many years ago, I was flying over Turkish with a TBM. I get some heavy turbulence at some point, disengaging autopilot, super heavy stuff. Okay, windshield. Yeah, the point is, if I click this stuff here, it's basically doing nothing. So I don't know if it's really helpful. Let's try to set up ice protection high now, if it does make any difference. Of course, we're gonna land in nice hot temperature, so we're not gonna have any problem with visibility. We're gonna de-ice, we're gonna melt our ice here during descent. In our wing is fine. We don't have any ice formation in the wings, actually. So yeah, it's okay. Yeah, this fuel isn't bad. I mean, are we burning the right side now? Yeah, we should. We'll see. I mean, we switch fuel tank. Okay, we are out of this bad cloud. Look at this nasty cloud. Okay, anti-ice off now. We are out of clouds. It doesn't make any sense to keep them on. Look at this layer. Wow. Yeah, again, the meter destination is not... I mean, it's okay. It's 5,000 broken, 5,500. Overcast 7,400. So yeah, we're gonna definitely have some coverage. We should have started descending, I guess. No, well, yeah, no vertical path. Okay, whatever. Let's start descending a little bit. 10,000 feet. Oops. Oh, this is so annoying to use. Okay, vertical speed for descent. Okay, let's go down. Checklist. Descent. This is fine. Altimeter set, not really, because I can set the standby. Okay, let's set up this anyway. Check. This is okay. Landing lights. Still not. Okay, but this is straight on the arrival, I guess. Checklist here. Cirrus. Cruise, descent. Yeah. Yeah, I do prefer my checklist here. Okay. Wow, look at this. Our poor plane out of that nasty cloud gets some ice, was pushed heavily. Let me reduce power a bit. And okay, I'm gonna use my checklist here. I'm gonna do this because yeah, I'm not really liking it. Okay, exit. I'm not gonna check this stuff. Do we have a green banana or something? We don't see it. Menu here. Maps option. No, go back. Okay, never mind. Let's keep descending for now. Yeah, the weather in Munich is not that great, to be honest. Do we have some storm approaching? Okay, not really, but yeah, it's not that great. Okay, we have to be above 6,000 feet. We are almost okay. We are already. Oh no, okay, it's Ninur what we care about. Okay, but that's fine. I mean, let's keep descending for now. Yeah, I'm wondering why we don't have. Yeah, there is a way to set up it, which I don't remember now, honestly. But whatever. Whatever. Oh wait, maps. Wait a sec. Map setting. Okay, maybe perhaps I find it. Yeah. There we go. Track vector on. And no. Okay, and I want this. Okay, that's perfect. Fine. Okay, that's good. Zoom in. Okay, we're out of terrain, by the way. Let's keep descending. We're gonna get 6,000 feet there. Wow, that's pretty soon. Wait, it's 1 minute from. I mean, no, that's not correct. Okay, that's. We have some problem with the. Ah, no, sorry, I set up 10,000 feet. Yeah, my bad. So 6,000 feet now. No, that was correct actually. Okay, 6,000 feet. Yeah, that's fine. Let's keep open this page here. So big, so we can't be below 6,000 feet. So okay, let's maintain this. I mean, we can go direct to a big, so actually, let's go. Big, so direct, activate. Okay. Okay. No control. No other traffic. It's the very first time I go in that airport, honestly. Sync the heading. Landing lights on now. Heading sync. Let me check the nice landing light. Yeah, Cirrus and lightning. I mean, we don't have beacon, just one light, one single light here, no taxi light. I mean, what's their problem? I don't know, but perhaps it's more than fine. So as you can see, these squares, so this path here is not really helpful during descent. I don't think this is correct, so this is just a track for our cruise. But yeah, I don't think this is correct at all. Should be also helping during descent. So I guess it's just not simulated. Whatever. So fuel pump as required. Let me turn it on. Boost on. ILS frequency is not okay. Set. All right. We're gonna switch to. Yeah, heading probably over Munich. We will see. Let me just give a check here. Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. So there is no need to set anything, honestly. 220 is correct, right? Yeah, nice. Let me give a check to the speeds of this plane. So 150 knots, flaps 50%, 110 knots, flaps full. Uh, uh, uh. It's an instrumental approach, yeah. I want to see the approach speed. Okay, around 100 feet. Sorry, 100 knots. Okay, well that's fast. That's very fast. What? Be fully configured for landing and stabilize, localize and glide slope. Be stable at 100 knots, else initiate a misapproach. Landing. Well, it does tell me to approach at 100 knots. Oh wait, I have some speed lands. Okay, landing speed. Wait a sec. Flaps up. 90 to 95 knots. Flaps 15, 85 to 90 knots. And normal landing flaps full 80 to 85. Okay, that does make sense, to be honest. So yeah, I guess we're gonna slow down around 90 knots at least. I mean, 100 knots looks very fast for this plane, to be honest. I mean, the runway is very long, probably for us. Yeah, it's a 2,300 meter runway. It's very, very long for the Cirrus, of course, which is quite normal. Okay, we are almost at 6,000 feet. We're gonna maintain them. Look at this storm here. Wow, that's a huge one. Why is it not showing anything on the radar here? Look at this terrible weather. Do we have a new meter? No. Let me see the meter of Munich International. So it's Cabo K. What? Really? Wow. Okay. And we are about to level off. Okay, yeah, 6 degrees outside. As you can see, our ice is completely melt. So I guess, yeah, if you want to do a world tour with the Cirrus, with this Cirrus here, you're gonna struggle a little bit with ice, to be honest, because, okay, power. Ooh, not too much. No, AGT. Okay, let me do this as well. So yeah, because of course the Kodiak, for example, anti-ice system, I guess, is way better than this plane. I mean, at least in the simulation. We were pressing windshield here, but nothing was happening before. So yeah, I don't know. This is active on top of that. I don't know if this should be active. Probably not. Okay, let's keep it off. I mean, this is part of the anti-ice system, so, but yeah. Maybe it was that, I don't know. Okay, we are getting some fuel balance now. Yeah, we're gonna stay on the right tank all the time until ground, I guess. Okay, after Obixo, we can descend 5,000, which is gonna happen right now, actually. 5,000, okay. Vertical speed. No, what's this? No, vertical speed, man. Vertical speed, yeah. I don't know. Why my range is so bad now? Okay. Perhaps he entered like an approach mode, I don't know. Descending 5,000. After Obica, we can descend. Actually, we should maintain 4,000 until this waypoint here, and then descend 4,000. Sorry, we can maintain 5,000 and then descend 4,000, which is also the interception altitude, so it's fine. Oh, reducing speed, sorry, reducing power. QNH. Oh, we have a new meter actually. Few cloud 4,100, overcast 5,600. Interesting. Power. Look at the stadium.
Munich traffic at 2PM256 is risky, lining up runway 26 to the right.
This is Munich.
Alpha 13, Munich traffic.
Wow, lovely flight. Lovely flight today. I really enjoy this kind of aviation, to be honest. I'm curious about the approach. Yeah, this is completely messed up. But this is not a problem of the plane, it's a problem of... So the implement, I guess, this track here now in the last update, but yeah, is not really functioning. It's just functioning, let's say, at cruise altitude. Not really helping in the climb phase or descent phase. Some traffic in Munich, of course. We have 6 departure to arrival, 1 landing here, another plane approaching. And this is Munich right below us. Let's see if we are able to spot some point of interest. We're gonna completely overfly the city. Oh, this plane is amazing, by the way. Both in real life and in the simulation is very well done. I mean, I will do a debrief after landing, but yeah, overall now it's really, really well done. I mean, it's a really good plane. I really suggest you to use this one. It's very close. I mean, it's very close to some payware. There are some really good payware planes, I have to say. I'm trying to. I've been in Munich last year. I'm trying to spot some point of interest, but yeah, I'm not sure. Wow, look at this. Okay, this is a custom model, of course. Okay, this is the train station. So I guess the interesting side of the city is right below us. I don't remember if I had to cross the river. But I was staying close to the station. I guess this, yeah, I was here. Wow, I can't spot the church, really? So this is the I was here, the church, I mean the city center was in this direction for what I remember. Unless Munich have... No, but yeah, this was the station for sure. Ah, yeah, wait, the river... Ah, no, I should be there, because the river, yeah, I remember the river, there was the museum. Ah, okay, this is the church, there we go. Yeah, it's unfortunately, it's not a custom model, but... Yeah, it's quite... It's just photogrammetry. So yeah, it's not so good to see. But yeah, it's better than nothing, let's say. Okay, here comes the turn. Let's set up 4000 on the standby. Let's enjoy the turn here. Wow. That's a cool approach, by the way. That's really a cool approach. Yeah, for me it took like hours and hours by car, which is a cool, I mean, it's a cool way to Munich, honestly, but imagine having a Cirrus and, I mean, 40 minutes, nice. You're done. Okay. Yeah, we have to descend pretty soon. We're gonna descend in vertical speed as always. Yeah, after the next waypoint, which is not really a waypoint, but whatever. Yeah, we should be able to see the airport soon. Yeah, we should see the airport soon. If we want to land. The minima is pretty high, by the way. Oh no, okay, it's just 200 feet ground. Yeah, I always forget that Munich is quite high. I mean, not quite high, but yeah, higher than sea level for sure. It's like Madrid. Okay. Okay, let's anticipate a little bit. Vertical speed 4,000 feet per minute. Sorry, 1,000 feet per minute. Power. Okay, checklist now. Yeah, we're receiving the ILS already. So, ILS frequency is set, landing lights are on, altimeter is set. Let me see if we have a new meter. Yeah, we have a new meter, but we don't have a new QNH. Altimeter is set. Then fuel pump, it's on already. Yeah, this checklists are a bit, I mean, not the best, but anyway, we just have to intercept the ILS at this point. So what I will do is actually switch to adding CDI nav. Okay, intercept the ILS. I mean the localizer. Level off. When we're gonna start slowing down, we are 11 miles from the threshold. No visibility at all. That's very interesting. Slowing down. I want to get that below 150 knots, which is our speed that in which we can deploy flaps 50%. So let's let the plane slow down. Mixture full forward. Okay. I don't know if in the Cirrus you have to put the mixture full forward, but whatever. Landing lights are on. Approach. Armed. Glide slope armed. Look at that. Yeah, unfortunately it's disappearing now, but yeah, city of Munich right there, very close to us. Approach armed, glide alive. Some clouds on final. Okay. In case of go around, straight ahead and then left. Okay. 1 dot to go. Speed check. Flaps 50%. Alright. Let the plane slow down. Oh wow, that's cool. So now it's working with the glide slope. Glide slope capture. I love the flaps effect. In some play, basically flaps are doing nothing. Look at here. We intercept the glide slope. We drop 20 knots with flaps 50%. That's cool. That's well done. Imagine now don't having the airport. Okay, I'm reducing power a little bit. We have to be below 110 knots to drop flaps full. We are breaking through clouds right now. Slow down. Approach speed is gonna be around 90 knots. We can slow down to 85 actually. But yeah, around from 90 to 85 knots. Okay. Okay, we're still 5 miles out. Wow, this is a bad cloud, honestly. But let's keep descending. Okay, I want to have 105 knots. Okay, I see the runway. It's right there. I see the puppy actually. Well, I see the runway as well. It's gonna be fine. Okay, let's wait 3 miles and then drop flaps. Wow, 15 knots of wind, by the way. Let's see the meter. It says that we're gonna have 10 knots of wind on ground. Runway completely inside now. Let's check this view. Yeah, one thing, honestly, in my opinion, is that during day, in the sim, during day with clouds, all the lights on ground are off. And that's kind of unrealistic because I mean, as you know, when it's quite dark outside, even if it's day, people are gonna turn on yeah, lights, of course. Let me slow down here. So yeah, looks so dark. Also close to the sunset. Less power here. Okay. Speed check. Flaps full. Right, flaps full set. Slowing down, adding a little bit of power. We are getting hit by some dirty wind. We want to be around 90, from 85 to 90 knots. We can set up 87, something around there. Okay, I want to switch off the autopilot. I guess your damper is automatic. Yeah. Autopilot off. Okay, classical plane drop. I don't know why in MSFS when you switch off the autopilot, the plane is always dropping. Okay, my plane. Ooh. Yeah, that's wow. We're having some nice wind here. Speed is fine. A little bit of trim up. Oh my god. What? Yeah, I think every time the wind is too strong in MSFS. I mean, this is completely unrealistic. Oh, I'm completely left. No, this is completely unrealistic. Come on. No, we are stalling. Okay, let's go around, of course. But no. I'm gonna change turbulence effect because it's happening too much time. I mean, yeah, it's happening too much time. This stuff. Yeah, well, in that point I was turning to the right. I was completely to the left with my stick. But yeah, that's not realistic at all, to be honest. Yeah, also, we have no wind change at all, no wind speed change at all. Turbulence. Yeah, this is sad, honestly. I have to do this, but yeah, that's too unrealistic in my opinion. Yeah, I'm gonna do a traffic pattern now. I'm gonna do it now, actually. Wow, it's super heavy. Wow, completely? What? Now it's completely different that I changed the turbulence. Also the plane behavior. That's cool. I mean, it's a good flight model, but we are keeping dropping actually, which I don't like, honestly. Oh yeah. Yeah, let's gain some altitude, just a little bit. Okay. Speed. Yeah, I guess with small plane and this turbulence model is quite trash. I don't want to set up flaps up. Okay, let's level off like this and let's wait for the glide slope. Actually, let's line up better. Okay, let's maintain this. Okay, flaps 50%. Struggling too much. Okay, glide slope is coming back high. Reducing power. Trim down. Yeah, that was very bad, to be honest. The turbulence effect was very bad. As you can see, you can see in the wind now on the left side. It's quite regular. I mean, it's 15 knots. I mean, when you have pushes like that, you should see like that wind changing from 15 knots to 40 knots, then back to. I mean, yeah, that was too strong. Definitely too strong. With big planes, the turbulence are quite okay, but with small one, wow, that's terrible. Okay, let's turn on final. I'm really loving the flight model, to be honest. Okay, we should hit approach, or we can go visual. Yeah, don't mind the track there because it's wrong. Okay. I want to try to hit approach, runway inside. Wow, for red we are... Yeah, of course we are below the glide now. Okay, approach is not working. Okay, localizer armed. Yeah, localizer and glide stop armed. So we're gonna have flight director. Yeah, now it's completely different, as you can see. With turbulence in medium, it's completely different. But I heard some rumor. Okay, let's go. Localizer capture, localizer capture. Speed check flaps. Full. Yeah, I heard some rumor that turbulence on realistic were extremely stronger than reality. Especially with small planes. Yeah, for what I saw today, I can definitely confirm. I mean, it's the first time I have this really bad behavior, to be honest. I had it other times. Something similar, let's say. Power. Okay. Wow, look at how precise it is, the plane, by the way. It's so easy to set up the proper approach speed. Wow, it's so easy to control speed. That's very cool. Wow. Now the plane is flying really, really good. Okay, a bit of turbulence still. Yeah, we have some ground effort probably, but okay, let's maintain proper altitude, so proper path, bit of trim up, bit of power. Why we're dropping posts? Okay. 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 Center line. Brake. Wow. Oh my god. Oh my god. What a flight model. Oh wow, that's incredible. We do have a okay, let's back. No, we should have a taxiway. Yeah, it's right here. Wow. Wow, that's really good. As soon as I turn off the turbulence, I mean, I set up the turbulence in medium. Incredible flight model. Wow, the plane feels so realistic. Oh my god. Wow. After landing, flaps up. Landing line and strobe stays on. P28 off. There was a thunder. I guess so. Transponder stays on. Mixer. Okay, let's reduce a little bit. Fuel pump goes off. Wow. So this plane fly really good, really good. Yeah, but this is a feeling that I had already the very first time I flew after the update. But this plane flies really good, like way better than many payware, way better than many payware of this category. The plane is flying very, very good. Perhaps a little bit you struggle maybe a little bit to control pitch with the speed. Sorry, with the throttle. For example, in the in the A2A, it's even better. But yeah, you can really feel the flow of the air. I mean, you're flying in a fluid, you're flying in the air. That's something really missing in, I mean, in 2020 it was completely missing. In 2024 it's definitely better. But this plane have it already in 2020, so now it's really, really good, I have to say. Okay, interesting touchdown. 18 feet per minute. But wow. What a plane. I mean, the only problem I see is taxiing like a beast. I mean, I'm idle. Look at this. 26 knots of ground. I mean, it keeps accelerating. Yeah, the taxi behavior I don't think is too realistic. I don't think the Cirrus taxi like this. I don't know, but yeah, it would be surprising to me. But wow, the flight model feel like, you know, cows planes. I don't think this plane is... I have nothing, I mean, really to... I mean, where I should park, by the way? Well, I'm gonna park here. I don't think that this plane is... I mean, I have so much missing. I mean, you're gonna miss... Oh my god, I can't talk today. You're not gonna miss so much cows product with this plane here. Of course, different type. But, wow, the flight model is incredible. Maybe cow is a little bit better. Yeah, maybe you can control pitch even in cow's planes a little bit better. But, yeah, overall, this plane fly incredibly well. And again, I remind you, I don't have any certification, but I had the opportunity to flying in real life sometime with an instructor. Especially this of course I never fly the Cirrus actually, but yeah, I flew some single piston engine planes with an instructor. And this stuff fly yeah, really close to a real... Yeah, the problem of, well, especially of 2020 was like it wasn't like to be in a fluid at all. So the plane, I don't know, was super strange. Okay, we can switch off the plane, by the way. I mean the engine at least. I don't know if you switch it off like this, but whatever. Stand by. This can goes off. Avionics off. Okay. But yeah, the big problem of 2020, yeah, and also some plane now. Of course, 2024 is better, but sometimes doesn't really feel like to be into a fluid. So it's like the rail for a train. I mean, you feel like you are flying into something that is keeping you there. In 2020, the plane were super. I mean, you for example, you let the stick 1 second, the plane starts dropping 4,000 feet per minute. Yeah, that doesn't really happen like that. Or super hard to trim, super hard to keep it steady. But this plane flies pretty cool, I have to say. Pretty cool. Like A2A, like cow flap, like not cow flaps, like cows. Probably we have to fly some cows planes soon. But yeah, still I think the A2A is the very best around there. But of course, this is a completely different kind of plane. With this plane, you can cruise quite fast. You can do very different type of flight. You can do VFR. It's not really for VFR, but yeah, you can do VFR if you want, and you can do IFR as we did today. Pretty cool flight, close to Alps. Okay. That's it for today, and tomorrow 90% we're gonna fly the 7.3. We're gonna go back to 2020. I'm missing the 7.3 of PMDG, and that's it. I wish you a nice evening and see you next.